Love has a way of pushing you beyond your limits. Love has a way of making you feel like you're flying when actually you're falling. Love has a way of making you feel like you're swimming even though you're sinking. Love has a way of standing between you and the chaos that surrounds this world. It has a way of protecting you from the hurt, from the pain, from the anguish of everyday life. Because love has a way of making the sour seem all so sweet. Therefore, we must always embrace love in all its shapes and forms. This is still Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and if you can hear the sound of my voice this evening, I'd like to welcome you to a very special program. Welcome to Heartbeat, a program dedicated to love. From the young lovers to the old flames, this is a program for you. This is your time. This is your forum. This is your hour. On Heartbeat, we like to take a journey down lover's lane to explore love in all its beauties and complexities, to celebrate it, to embrace it, to learn from it, to study it, and always to grow in love. And of course, my name still remains Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. This is the month of love, and it's 2 days to Valentine's Day. Who is your special Valentine? What plans do you have for Valentine's Day? So, if you're out there and you already have your Valentine, or maybe you are with your Valentine right now and you're just snuggled up, or maybe you're a lonely heart out there looking for that very special person to be your Valentine, or maybe you're a troubled heart who does have a Valentine in their life, but right now things just don't seem to be going right, and you have questions towards correcting your relationship problems so that it moves in a straight line instead of all the twists and turns and ups and downs that come in relationships. If you're looking for that solution, it's right here on Heartbeat. We're going to take a musical break. When we come back, going to dive right into the topic of the day. And of course, open up the phone lines to you out there for you to call in, share your thoughts, send your messages of love, and also share your problems so that we here can do our best to prefer you with the solutions you need. So of course, once again, I welcome you to Heartbeat. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, my dear friends.
Human Rights Radio. Your 100% effort is not
personal question will be
Allow individuals, business enterprises, corporate organizations, government agencies, non-governmental bodies to reach their various customers and clients at rock-bottom affordable costs. Also, religious and faith organizations can use this window to extend their goodwill messages. Remember, this special anniversary rate/bonanza will last from 1st February to 30th June 2018. For more details, contact Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM at plot 1184, Kaura District, near Games Village, Abuja, or call 080-9589-6193 or 090-9992-0222. You can email us at info@humanrightsradio.org. Hurry and grab this opportunity now. Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, redefining broadcasting.
Welcome, my dear friends.
Human Rights Radio. Your 100% effort is not good enough.
you know.
Give me 101.1 effort.
This, of course, is still Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and I'd like to welcome you back to Heartbeat, a program dedicated to all the lovers out there. And of course, my name still remains Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. And in the immortal words of Charlie Chaplin, I'm a tramp, a gentleman, a poet, a dreamer, a lonely fellow, always hopeful of romance and an adventure. Tonight, once again, we take another journey down Lover's Lane. So fasten your seatbelt, relax, and join me tonight as we cruise into the lover's zone. Now, for the past few episodes, we've been taking a topic, a very interesting topic that is more centered towards married couples. And of course, this is Valentine's Week. Valentine's Day is in 2 days. What's your plan? What's your secret? What interesting, delicious, and creative ideas do you have to celebrate Valentine's Day? Now, you don't need all the money in the world to celebrate Valentine's Day. You don't need a specific day to show your love, because any day can be Valentine's Day. But of course, February 14th is recognized as that day that celebrates love. So tomorrow on this program, I'm going to open up the phone lines, of course, to you out there to share your creative ideas about Valentine's Day. What would constitute a perfect Valentine's Day to you, whether a gift, a celebration, a mark, or an act of love. You can call in, share your thoughts. But tonight, we're going to continue right on down the train. We've been talking about the emotional needs in a relationship as it pertains to marriage. We started this topic last week, and of course, we've been highlighting and naming out key emotional needs in a marriage towards strengthening that marriage and towards growing it. And also, these emotional needs also transcend into relationships. So I don't want you to feel neglected if you're not married. Yes, it is tailored to married people, but I promise you, the points we've been raising, the points we've been talking about are things that are correlated and connected to all types of relationships, whether it's between a boyfriend and a girlfriend, whether it's between a fiance and his fiancée, and I don't know if I got the word right, but mostly to married couples. And tonight, I'm going to take another emotional need. But of course, you can always check out our programming. If you want to go back and catch some of the things we've talked about, some of the other needs we've talked about, you can go to our social media sites. That's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, you name it, any social media platform, we're on it. Just type in Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends, because we stream all our content live on all social media platforms. So, of course, you can like, you can subscribe, you can join us here on the station, on the studio, in the studio, and of course on this program or any other program you heard during the course of your day that caught your attention. Feel free to chime in. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share with your friends. Of course, you can also listen to us anywhere you are on the surface of this planet. Just go to the Google Play Store and download the Human Rights Radio app and join the conversation. And of course, never be far away from us, because we go further to get closer to you out there. That's why here at Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, we don't just enjoy listenership, we enjoy followership. Now, we started the topic by mentioning or highlighting, and the first day we talked about one of the key emotional needs being sexual fulfillment. We also talked about a key emotional need of affection. We talked about communication last week, and today we're going to talk about, I'm going to switch it up a bit, and we're going to talk about recreational companionship. Recreational companionship. What does that mean? What do we mean by recreational companionship as an emotional lead in the context of a relationship, in the context of a marriage? You see, husbands, wives, before you got married, when you were single, when you're on your own, you're single, ready to mingle, having fun, before you were married, I bet out that I can put down 100% bet that you were very good that you are very good with the way you planned your dates. You planned your dates as a single person around maybe your favorite things, your favorite recreational activities, whether it's going to the movies, whether it's going to dinner, whether it's going to a club, a party. You planned it around those situations that made you comfortable, that you enjoyed. And that's because when it's an important emotional need, recreational companionship can always affect the way we express ourselves, what we enjoy in our leisure, what we enjoy as people, as individuals. These things can trigger romantic love, especially when you're dating. Let's say you're dating and you're dating a kind of girl that loves to go to the movies. And so that recreational activity you share with this person is going to the movies. Now, that on a subconscious level plants pockets of love in her because this is an activity she enjoys. This is an activity she shares. You see, this emotional need, recreational activity, it combines two needs into one. The first need is being engaged in, of course, a recreational activity, in a fun activity, something you enjoy. The second need is to have a companion. They say two heads are better than one. When you watch a football match, do you enjoy it just by yourself, alone, or do you enjoy it with a friend, in a crowd, in a viewing center, with other people's opinions, laughing, jesting? You see, that it brings out the excitement and makes it all the sweeter. This also works in a companionship, in that recreational companionship sense. If you have a recreational activity, a game, a pastime that you enjoy, what makes it all the sweeter is enjoying that activity with somebody you love. Now, if the thing is, in the early stages, when you were dating, maybe you're dating your wife, you were dating your husband, you engaged in these emotional activities, these recreational activities together, whether you liked them or not. Maybe your partner loves going out and hanging out with friends at a bar or at a club. Maybe you're not the club type, but you go along because you want your relationship to flourish. You choose activities that, maybe just to be closer with that person, to spend that recreational time with them. Now, here's the mistake. Here's the mistake in what you were doing then. A recreational activity, or when it comes down to a marriage, recreational companionship should be an activity that both parties enjoy. If, let's say, your wife enjoys watching Telemundo, or she Z-World, or soap operas, telenovelas, whatever you want to call them, maybe that's what she enjoyed. Maybe while you were dating, you partook. You sat down, you listened, you watched with her. Not that you were into it, but you did it because this is a recreation activity you wanted to share with her, and she is more invested in it than you. You find out that when you get married, when the dating and the honeymoon phase has faded into the background, when it's not the centerpiece anymore, you now tend to deviate and do what you prefer. Maybe you prefer going out with your friends. And so at that point, your recreational companionship divides. You don't share the same recreational habits or joys together. Your wife stays home, watches her Telemundo, goes out with her friends, or goes to a friend's house to watch and laugh and enjoy herself. Then you go a separate way to go enjoy your own recreational activity of hanging out with your friends or drinking or whatever it is. Now, the complication in something like this, when a situation like this comes up, the complication comes up when a member of the opposite sex now falls into that same category or same group with you. Let's say now, let me go back to the same example. Your wife enjoys watching Telemundo or Z World, whatever. She enjoys, this is what she enjoys. Like we said, two heads are better than one. It's more exciting and more fun when you're watching it with somebody who's just as invested as you and enjoys it as much as you do. Now imagine if your wife meets a guy or another man who's just as excited and just as taken into Telemundo. You see, that fosters a connection, that fosters an emotional need. That relationship now serves as a crutch. And like we said, when it comes to recreational activities, it can spark up feelings of romance and love. You see right there, in just that moment, a new relationship could start to blossom. Let's use the husbands, for example. A husband likes to go out and hang out with his friends. That's his pastime. That's his recreational activity. That's the thing he enjoys to do. You, as his wife, doesn't enjoy the same thing, and therefore you stay away. He goes and hangs out with the boys. Now, it just so happens there's a lady, a girl, who also enjoys hanging out and chilling out with friends at the bar and hanging out. Now, your husband runs into said girl that they both share the same emotional or recreational activity, the same joy, that same recreational activity. Sparks are bound to fly. And of course, one thing could lead to another. These are the things that can plant that divide, especially in a relationship. You see, recreational activities should be something shared, especially when it comes down to what we're talking about this evening, recreational companionship, especially in terms of a marriage. You see, when you're dating, like we said, in the early stages, you tend to accommodate a lot of your partner's differences. You accommodate because you want that relationship to flourish. Therefore, you don't mind. Because you hear sometimes a complaint where maybe a husband goes, well, we used to go out, we used to talk, we used to do these things, and now we don't do this. So you hear a wife say, well, he was so emotional, he loved to talk, he loved to do this thing. Now that we're married, it wanes away. It wanes away because while you were dating, both of you did not share the same recreational companionship. You were both catering to each other, tolerating each other, just to allow the relationship flourish. You see, what you should be doing at that stage when you're dating, now this goes out to young couples out there, what you should be doing is whatever recreational activity or recreational companionship that you are engaging in with your partner, it should be something that both of you genuinely enjoy. You both enjoy it together. So in the long run, when you get married, you kind of avoid this trap, this sinkhole we just described when you get into marriage. You both enjoy going out. You both enjoy staying home and watching TV. You both enjoy traveling. You both enjoy driving. Some people, their recreational activity is just taking a nice drive or a leisurely stroll. You both enjoy working out. These are shared activities because in the end, when you get married, this is a commitment, a contract you signed with someone to love, honor, and cherish in sickness and in health, in dark times and good. And one thing that would help to cement that sacred bond is sharing a recreational activity together, a recreational companionship. You see, think about it for a moment. Just think about it. Think about it in terms of, let's say, a love bank. Now, how much do you enjoy these activities? Let's see, these activities are sort of like love units or loved money. Let's call it love money. How much are you depositing when you share these times? How much are you depositing into that bank of your love? How much are you saving up so that when the hard times come, you still have that love saved up in the bank through recreational companionship that you can share, that stands as a unit and stands together to hold you together? You see, like we said in the beginning, recreational companionship combines two things: one, recreational activities, and two, companionship. Two very key things. You must be able to share that activity, that shared responsibility beyond, let's say, children, beyond the careers, but that shared, especially in your recreational time. Because in that recreational time, what you should be looking for is a recreational partner, somebody that enjoys those favorite things of yours that you like to do with you. And making your spouse your number one choice as a recreational companion solidifies that bond. You see, when the formula, let's say the formula of that, the formula of disaster, which is what we talked about, the lack or the lack of that emotional companionship, that recreational companionship, when you derive your pleasure, whatever pleasure you derive, whether it's watching football, whether it's drinking or going clubbing, when you derive that pleasure and you don't share that recreational companionship, that same recreational activity with your partner, maybe you both have different things that appeal to you, it stands as a divide. You see, if someone else, like we also said, and if someone else in that, from the opposite sex, shares that same recreational activity or that same recreational fulfillment as your partner or your spouse, that could lead to an affair, that could lead to even a breakdown of your marriage. You see, one thing I'd like to challenge you, but you don't share the same emotional, that recreational companionship. One thing I'd like to exchange, or one thing I'd like to suggest is, why don't you exchange activities that only you enjoy for a new activity for that both of you would enjoy? Sit down, discuss. Maybe you like to club and your spouse doesn't. Maybe your spouse likes to read or stay home and watch TV and you don't. Why don't the both of you come together and find a recreational activity that both of you can enjoy together? Maybe you like to club, she doesn't, or you like to stay home and watch TV and he doesn't, but both of you enjoy to travel. Why not combine that? Why not combine that need, that recreational activity together? Become each other's traveling buddies and travel together. Share that time, share that companionship with your partner, with your spouse. You see, it goes a long way towards building and bridging that gap, that companionship. I don't know how else I can express how important this emotional need is in a relationship. You see, I like to encourage couples to be each other's favorite recreational companions. It's one of the simplest ways to foster love and unity in your marriage, in your relationship with your spouse. shared activity, especially when it comes to recreation, when it comes to having fun, when it comes to unwinding, when it comes to de-stressing yourself. Let each other, let your partner be that one person you want to spend that fun, free time with, and vice versa. Let that be that one person. You know what? We enjoy going to the movies. Let's go to the movies together. You enjoy it, I enjoy it. Let's share this recreational activity together. Watch a movie, laugh, cry, be excited, or go to lunch together. Whatever that recreational activity is, be each other's favorite recreational companion and watch your relationship bloom. Watch it grow, watch it stand, and watch it flourish. You see, like we said, recreational companionship combines two needs, two emotional needs: the need for recreational activity and need for companionship. You see, if you want to determine if you have this need, you have to first ask yourself if you have a craving for a certain recreational activity. Then, of course, you ask yourself if you have a craving for certain companionship to be for companionship fulfillment. If the answer is yes to both of these, then recreational companionship is your key emotional need in your relationship. And that you should be conscious and aware of. Because all play, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And of course, if Jack is a dull boy in that relationship, then that relationship could fall apart. So always share that time, that space, that fun, that recreational activity, that companionship. Make your wife, make your husband your number one priority. Make them your number one companion, especially when it comes to recreational companionship. Make them your number one companion, your favorite. Your favorite, I won't say number one, I'll say your favorite recreational companion. And watch the intimacy in your relationship bloom. This, of course, is still Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. We're going to take a very short musical break. And when we come back, of course, we're going to dive back into the conversation we're having and open up the phone lines to you out there for you to call in, share your thoughts. Tell us what you think. Tell us what's troubling you this evening. And of course, tell us who you want to reach out to this special, special Valentine Day season. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.
It's about that time. This is Human Rights Radio 101.1. I know you're gonna dig this.
Redefining broadcasting.
Of course, welcome back to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and I'd like to welcome you, of course, to Heartbeat. My name still remains Bucci, and like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. Tonight, I'm going to open up the phone lines to you out there for you to call in and share your thoughts. Who's that special someone you just want to reach out to and show that love? Tell them how much you love them, how much you need them, how much they mean to you, and how much you miss them. Or what is that question, that burning question in your heart, in your mind, that is troubling you in your relationship and you're looking for an answer or solution to? Of course, Valentine's Day is 2 days away. Maybe, in fact, 24 hours away in about 6 minutes. Who's that special person you want to reach out to and just say a very special Valentine message to? Who's that very special person you want to be your Valentine? Feel free to call in and let me use my voice to reach out for you. The number still remains 081 8999 1011. I'll take it again. 081 8999 1011. Hello, good morning. Spirit, spirit, spirit. Hello, spirit. It's been a long time, my brother. How have you been? I thought maybe you traveled out of the country or something. We know I haven't heard from you in a long time. Hello? Oh, it looks like we lost that call. Spirit, if you're out there, Biko, feel free to call back. The number still remains 081 8999 1011. Is there something troubling you this evening that you want to talk about? This is an open space. This is a free time for you to call in and, of course, share your thoughts. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ma. Welcome to the program.
Yes, sir.
What's your name and where are you calling me from?
My name is Sarah. I'm calling you for this, sir.
Sarah from Duce. How's Duce this evening or this morning?
Fine, sir. Fine, sir.
All right. Talk to me. What can I do for you this morning?
Sir, the girl waiting, they bother me for mind.
Okay.
Last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried the former line, both morning, both afternoon. They know the pick. I just my risky this one, this night. I will not sleep.
Okay.
Sir,
yes,
I don't go that Seri Plaster. I don't submit my form.
Mm-hmm.
Everything there.
Mm-hmm.
I work with government, not only me, but the whole loss. My whole salary money is 1 year, 10 months salary.
Wow.
Like that, they no pay our contractor from head of site. But then pay the contractor. We don't even know about. We know say we dey work for under head of service.
Okay, ma.
And we more than 15 with them whole money.
Okay.
We don't know whether they pay the contractor or they don't.
Hello, Ma. Can you hear me? Hello, Ma.
Yeah.
Ma. Hello. This program is called Heartbeat. It's a program that's dedicated to love-related matters. What you want to do is I think the best thing for you is you're going to call this line tomorrow morning. You'll be on with the ordinary president. That's my oga.
No, the line was always busy. I don't go court. Don't collect all the court paper. I don't go submit them for Seri Plaster. But they say they will call us. They know qualify. They call in the morning in the afternoon. How many times? But the number is so busy. They know they pick.
Ma, I promise you tomorrow, if you call this line tomorrow, you'll be on with the ordinary president. Either you call by 7:30 in the morning or 4 in the afternoon. And if, like you said, you've submitted the documents and you've followed due process, I promise you, like we said, there's a lot of cases and issues that we're taking care of, but your case will be treated. And the best and fastest way to actually do that is calling directly to the program and getting in touch with the ordinary president, which I can assure you, tomorrow, calling this line, you'll be able to get straight through to him.
Okay, thank you.
All right, ma. Thank you so much, ma. All right, God bless you. Thank you. This is still Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And of course, this is Heartbeat. The number to call still remains 081 8999 1011. Hello, good evening. Hello? Good evening, my brother. Welcome to the program. Could you please turn down the volume of your radio set, please?
How is work, sir?
Work is fantastic. Thank you so much. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
I appreciate that. I just greet you for the program.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you very much. Good night.
But you didn't tell me your name, sir.
My name is Inua Yakubu.
Inua Yakubu. Where's Inua Yakubu calling me from?
I'm calling from Duse.
Duse. How's Duse this evening, my brother?
Duse, first gate.
Fantastic. Fantastic. My brother, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right. God bless and have a pleasant evening.
Bless you too.
All right, then. Tonight, we continued our series of talks that we've been talking about for the last few years. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir, Mr. Pucci.
Good evening, my brother.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Yes, it's midnight now, so good morning, my brother. Welcome to the program.
This is Omini calling from Audio from Orange.
Omini Wealth, my brother.
My brother from another mother.
Yes, so my Chelsea brother, our blood bleeds blue. How have you been, my brother? It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. It's holiday.
Yes.
Holiday is so tight at the moment.
Oh.
I just came back from the view center and I met your program halfway.
Wow.
I must enjoy it. I must confess.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Actually, there were some areas which you touched, which every couple this night just listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
By trying to know what your partner likes most.
Mm.
But so there were so many things you really touched.
Mm.
Even if you don't like them, just try as much as possible to pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like any woman I am dating,
Mm.
the first thing I let them to know that I love watching football so much.
Mm-hmm.
I know most of them along the line. They always even have interest more than me. Even
Yes.
though in their busy schedule, they find time to watch football along the line.
Mm.
Why? Because maybe as first they were not interested in watching football.
Mm-hmm.
But when they now discover that I love football so much, just for them to please me along the line, they join what I'm doing.
Yes.
Whenever I'm into a new relationship,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I do that I try to find out your weak point and what you like most.
Yeah.
What you like most, even if I don't like it, I try to just keep myself, just to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
And by so doing, the relationship, just as we said, the relationship will get stronger.
Definitely. Hello?
Yeah, we can call.
Oh.
I'm hearing.
Okay. Go ahead.
I must appreciate you. I wish every couple or every young woman actually listen to this program this morning or this night.
Thank you so much.
So that we're having so many problems in our relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Because simple things matters a lot in life. I think you understand your partner a lot what he or she is like and what he or she likes.
Mm.
Before you know, the relationship will just continue working stronger. I think you will never have problems.
Yes.
You have a much more problem, but because of you who understand each other properly, the problem will not be there as much as people thought.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for everything. I feel like just got to control to say hi to you.
My brother, thank you so much. Much appreciated. All right. Have a fantastic morning, okay? All right, then. Thank you. Yes, this is Heartbeat on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And my name is Bucci. And like a deck of cards, I am your Jack of Hearts. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good.
Is that the Human Rights Radio?
Yes, it is, ma'am. Welcome to the program.
Oh, good evening. My name is Emily Atiene. I'm calling from London.
Wow, from London. Fantastic.
Yeah. I've been following this program and when I do well, I don't know, say Nigerians go see fight like this, so when I do well, God go bless you now.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
God go bless you now, and we go see many people where go see come out like una come they talk truth. But the matter when I want report to now this evening, I don't know whether na the right time.
Okay.
My papa pension I want to talk about.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't email una oga Ahmed this time.
Yes.
But I don't know whether I get the message.
Okay.
My father worked with Astra, other National Trust Fund.
Yes, ma'am.
Since 1998, they don't pension this man. They never pay him money. After they talk to you, they do amputation to him last year. 2 times for his leg. This man not been moved. Even common 2000, National Trust Fund, they not fit him. So I don't know how now go take follow this matter. Make the fit take this man before he will die. Make you see money shop. Person in the hospital, he no get money. As I talk to you, so he dey incontinent.
Wow.
I don't talk to Pencom. I don't they try to see how they will help me before this man go.
Wow, ma, that's terrible. That's terrible. Ma, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, ma, what you're going to do for me, ma? This program right now, what you're calling on is Heartbeat. It's a program that's dedicated towards matters of the heart and love in general. What I want you to do is tomorrow morning by 7:30 in the morning, you're going to call this line. That's this number, this same number you just dialed. You're going to call it, or you're going to call the second number. I'm going to give you a second number, and you'll be on directly with the ordinary president on air, live on Brekete. Okay?
Okay.
The numbers to call. I'm going to call the second number for you. Okay, do you have a pen and paper on you? Let me call it out for you.
Yes, I have the candy.
All right, ma. Now, the second line you're going to call, you can call this number, or you're going to call 081.
Hold on, bear with me 1 second.
No problem. Take your time.
081, yeah?
88.
88.
88.
Yeah, I've written it. 88.
Okay. 89.
88.
89.
89, yeah?
10.
10.
11.
11.
Yes.
I repeat this number to you.
Please go ahead.
081.
Yes.
88.
89.
10. 11.
Yes, ma.
Okay.
All right.
I go wake up because I dey follow this in a program.
All right. No problem. Ma, you can make a call. You can also leave a message. You can leave a message during the bracket for a broadcast. You can leave a message on Facebook, on our Facebook page, Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. Leave a message there too, and you'll be in touch directly with the ordinary president. Is that okay, ma?
That's fine. Thank
All
you
right.
very much. I will try tomorrow. I want to talk to the man.
Yes, ma. You get in touch with him.
Make them pay me money.
You'll get in touch with him, ma. You will. I promise you that.
Okay.
All right, ma.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up very early. I'm not working tomorrow. I will wake up early. I will try
Yes, ma'am.
tomorrow.
All right, ma.
By the grace of God, I will
Amen.
get them.
Amen
Thank
to
you
that.
very much.
All right, ma. Thank you so much,
Thank
ma.
you.
All
God
right.
bless you.
All right. Have a pleasant evening. Thank you, ma.
Bye.
All right. This is still Heartbeat on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and the number to call still remains 081 8999 1011. Hello, good evening. Spirits, welcome back.
Yo. Yes, I'm back with a new style.
All right, Spirit. Where did you travel to? It's like you traveled to Gabon or Dubai that we haven't been hearing from you for all this time.
It's just behind us here at Dubai.
All right.
Naira may send me to Dubai, so I'm back now.
All right, then. Welcome back. Talk to me, my brother.
Thank you. I am very happy. Congratulations to Brekete family as the firstborn of the family.
Mm-hmm.
I want to officially convey the cake for the first year anniversary at our own station.
Fantastic. Yes, so my brother.
Yes. I want to wish this family they will grow from strength to strength.
Amen to that.
Glory to glory.
Mm-hmm.
A child or a man or a woman that will put an end to this dream will not be born.
Amen to that, my brother.
Yes, it's my greatest prayer. I'm so happy to witness a great day like this.
As are we. Thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah, man. Do you know that I miss you all this time? I really miss you. For Ajebo and how did I call that my enemy?
Your enemy.
I just keep them one side because they don't want to pick my car as the first caller anymore. But that's what. I'm very happy. I have something to say.
All right, go ahead.
Taking the relationship of a thing.
Yes, go ahead.
A friend has a problem with his wife.
Okay.
And they were separated. Let me just call it separation because it was last year, and it's up to 6 months now that the woman left. With the name of visiting the parent.
Yes.
So the guy now asked the woman when will she come back, and what he got from the wife is that she haven't seen the transport money for her to come back. So the guy now send the transport money to her, and before you know, the next thing that came out was that she's not coming back. And the guy now stopped calling.
Okay.
If you are not coming back the way we discussed, now, what do you want? So in that process, he now called the sisters, that is the in-law,
yes,
to know what is going on. So at the end of it all, she now came back this January.
Okay.
Not letting the husband know that she's back. And she went and stayed at the younger sister's house. So, in this problem, and they have been seen in their worshiping place.
Yes.
That is the husband and the wife.
Okay.
And the children. They do see at the way where they worship, but the woman refused coming back to the husband's house.
Okay.
So in that issue, what can one do?
This is a very interesting case in the sense that we don't actually know why she left in the first place. Where it sounds like the account is coming from one person's point of view, which is the husband.
Like now, according to the woman,
Yes.
that she's talking about infidelity.
Mm-hmm.
That the guy is having an affair outside,
Yes.
and which the guy tried to let the woman know that there is nothing like that, just like the other caller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not in this program anyway. There is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So he tried to convince the wife that there is nothing going in between him and the lady in question.
Okay.
So and she refused to understand. So that is the case. That is what I see anyway.
Well, in the end, it's down to both parties because it sounds like there's a fundamental breakdown of trust between both parties. She doesn't trust him, or she's accusing him of infidelity, which is, of course, a breach of trust. And he says it's not true. I don't know what would inform something like this. But in the end, now she's back in town. She's not coming to stay with him. The children, are the children with her or are the children with the husband?
With her.
With her. So now they attend the same worship or center and they're still not in talking or speaking terms. This, in the end, it comes down to, I think, some sort of family intervention. If I was the husband, especially when she called and said she's not coming back, I would have taken the time to actually travel to see her people, maybe to call my own people, go and see their people, because this is a family matter, especially when it comes to children. Children are involved. Children may not understand the situation in play. And of course, children may want to side with the mom. Now, I'm not saying that the man didn't have an affair. He might have had the affair. We don't know. But in the end, this goes beyond just the two people, especially when there's conflict between a husband and a wife, between spouses. Sometimes you need family, people who are older, smarter, wiser, who have been through these kind of situations to sit down together. Now, to discuss, to open up, to have a forum where he's sitting down with her family, with his family, and everybody is sharing their ideas and thoughts towards the best solution forward. Because in the end, what is important from the marriage, aside, from the marriage, is the children. The children are key. So I think at some point in time, he should have, instead of sitting back and letting for 6 months go by without making some kind of effort, especially if he wanted his wife back, if he knew he was innocent and he wanted his wife back, sitting back for 6 months and not actually making the effort to go and see her people, get the first-hand account. What is going on? My wife has come to you, my father. Because in the end, when they got married, she left her parents' home to come and form a new home with her husband. And now she's gone back. You go back to find out, to solicit, find out from her father, her mother, her family, what is the issue, what is going on. Tell your side of the story and understand how you can commune and move forward. That is what he should have done, instead of letting it escalate to this point. Because the truth is, when women get fed up, let's say get fed up of relationships, get fed up with a man or get fed up at that point, it's a very hard hill to climb back on, to get back. And it's like a piece of paper. If a relationship crumbles, it's very hard to straighten it back and be smooth. He should have tackled this thing head on the moment it came to this, so that it wouldn't escalate to this point, because now it's just going to be harder and harder towards reconciliation.
Okay.
So I still think at this point, especially the fact that she's in town with the children, living in her sister's house, Maybe he should talk to the sister, talk to the parents, travel down to the village, call his people, talk to his own family. Let the two families meet, discuss. Let there be a forum where she now is called. Okay, the family is calling you to come. Let us talk and sit it out. Let's see how we can move forward. If the two of you are getting back together, let's know how we can resolve the problem towards getting back. If the two of you mutually decide that you want to end your relationship, let's know how we sit down, commune, and know how to move forward from there. At some point, he needs to take responsibility. He needs to step in and say, you know what? We need a resolution, especially moving forward with children involved. That's the best advice I can give him this evening.
And I think in this advice that you give, it rhymes with what I told him anyway. Because I told him to go with elders and from his own side. And then whatever they say, if it is more than their muzzle, then they shift it to the village. And that is what I asked him to do.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Spirit.
It's nice speaking to you.
And it's nice always speaking with you, too.
Tomorrow I'm coming down there to give you one blow.
Why you... All right, I'll accept my blow.
Blow in a good one.
I accept it.
All right. Have
All
a
right.
wonderful day.
You too. Thank you so much, Spirit. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
All right. This is Heartbeat on Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM. And of course, my name is Bucci. And tonight we were talking about emotional needs in a marriage, in a relationship. And we talked about recreational companionship. Hello, good evening.
Hi,
Vera. How?
Oh, you said somebody listening to you. I don't know why I won't sleep. I was just sitting, listening. I was like, which kind of person is this? Wow.
Vera, if you could see me now, you see that I'm blushing.
Oh my God, sorry, don't blush.
How are you doing, Vera?
It's fine.
Fantastic. It's been a fantastic day. How was your day?
Thanks. That's how stressful.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It's one of those Mondays, I guess.
Okay.
All right. Talk to me.
The last story, the guy in question, that is men. They can never stay one place. And it's not everybody can take that problem because some women, the kind of jealousy to the core, they don't like to see their man with another person. It's not simple. You understand? Just take time to know the kind of woman you have. Understand? So in this kind of issue, let him just go back to square one. See how he met her, how he go through before he get down to the stage of producing a family. It's not that somebody calling somebody or calling everybody. Understand? But when you guys met, there's nobody there.
Of course.
You people that take people to the other people to tell them what the people are planning. So since he's a little bit closer, let him just take the courage and go there. Even they will pour him water, let them just do it. Understand? Let him just change his attitude. Understand? Since you have already opened up. Because the women might not even tell you exactly what is the problem. They just keep it within them. They cannot break their heart to know what is inside. So since this one is just a simple thing, let him just swallow the pride, go there, beg anyhow. Understand? Because even though if you can cry, let him cry. See, sometimes crying used to help. Understand? You can just kneel down there crying. At least no matter how the heart is hard, you can still forgive.
Yes.
Understand? They will not settle the matter. You understand? You don't need a third party. Just kind of light and a wild thing. You guys are too much. Sorry. Good night.
All right, Vera. Thank you so much.
I'm still saying I need a good person. But you see, You don't want me to commit suicide, Abby?
No, Vera, no way, no way. It hasn't gotten to
So
that.
I see there's something I need to say. If you watch me, you know, I'm a kind of person that I'm very straightforward.
Yes.
You understand? So I'm a kind of person that I don't like hiding my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we sell food quite alright in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people come in and go in. There's this thing we are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? A good man as a natural.
Mm.
Not just all these Chere Cambia people.
Yes.
You understand? So they will just give you salt, they will send rain against you. Something like that. So it's midnight. They just brought the lights. I wanted to watch him. I said, no, let me listen to this voice. Because I know whenever I hear your voice, I'm telling you, I just feel a different person entirely. You understand? Yeah, let me not take your time now so that you can go and sleep.
Vera, thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right then.
Keep up the good job.
Thank you.
You're trying your school. You don't just go there to waste time, guys. Yeah?
Thank you so much, Vera.
Happy Valentine in advance.
Same to you. Same to you.
Please try and send somebody that will do Valentine for me. Please.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Most definitely. Thank you, Vera. Have a pleasant morning. All right then. Yes, this is Heartbeat, and my name is Bucci. And I think I have time for just one final caller. So who's going to be my lucky last caller this evening? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
I'm Dorcas by name from Apple Nipa.
Dorcas from Apple. Did you say Apple, right?
Yeah.
How is Apple?
First time caller.
Oh, fantastic. How is Apple this evening, Dorcas?
Fine.
Fantastic. Talk to me. What can I do for you this evening?
Then this program, honestly, I have a problem with my guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I know I'm at fault from the beginning, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Travel to another state, I feel like 6 months before I came back.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came back, I was just to spend like 4 days based on because of my work.
Mm.
The day I came back, we couldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
Second day, I went to his house, but I didn't stay long. I just so I came back.
Yes.
I was just busy with my family.
Mm-hmm.
So he came to my house the next following day before the day that I would go back. So he was all like, okay, you need to come to his house. There's something you want me to do for you.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I couldn't go there and I didn't call him. I didn't give any reason why I didn't go there, you understand?
Okay.
So I just left. I went back.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just like, I knew that he's angry. I couldn't even call him. I'm somehow realizing scared I knew that I'm going.
Okay.
So it was like after 1 month and I decided to call him. When I called him, it was like, first time he said he's sleeping, so I shouldn't disturb him. I just end the call. Next morning, I called him. He was like, okay, let me just let you know. It's like, I'm wasting my airtime, I'm wasting my time. Because he's no longer a baby, so why should I be calling him like that? He didn't even give me time to explain myself to him. So I didn't just know what.
Okay. Dorcas.
Sir.
Why did you wait for 1 month? 1 month seems like a very long time, especially when you offend somebody. To just,
Yeah, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
You got me somehow, I knew that I'm at fault. I did something very, very wrong.
Yes.
So I was just like, how will I start communicating with this guy? How will I start explaining myself to him?
But you waited for 1 month. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
1 month is a long time, especially like, okay, let's put the situation in reverse. Let's reverse the situation. Let's say your boyfriend upset you. He hurt your feelings. He did wrong by you. And he doesn't call to apologize for 1 full month. That's, let's say, 30 to 31 days of no communication, not even a text, not a call, nothing. And then out of the blue, he just calls you out. How would you feel? Would you be happy with that person? Would you be accepting? Would you listen? You can't, based on what you're saying, you can't really blame him for his reaction because, like you said, you did something that hurt and offended him. You didn't seek, you didn't apologize. You didn't even send a message. Even if it's a text message, I'm sorry, 2 words, I'm sorry, nothing. You were silent for a month. You didn't see him, didn't talk to him, and now you call him up and he's reacting this way. He says, you know what, I'm done, we're through. He's upset. It's normal, it's natural. Now, what you should have done, of course, is apologize or send a message, something. As soon as it had happened, just call with an explanation. I'm sorry, I couldn't make it, or, I understand maybe anxiety and fear and things like that. Now, right now, he's upset, and that's, it's understandable. You now want to win him back. Is that am I right on that situation? Am I right in that?
Yeah.
All right. It's going to take, because one thing I say here, redemption is not instantaneous. Redemption takes continuous acts of contrition. It takes more than one thing. It's not just, and I'm sorry, okay, we're back together. Who knows, how deep the offense or how deep the hurt was for him. But if you want to win him back, it's not by just expecting him to forgive you on the spot. You have to accept the fact that 1, you may not win him back. 2, he may not forgive you, but you are looking for that redemption. So I suggest you start slow. You try to call him. He told you, don't call me. Don't even send. If it's sending a message, start chatting with him. Have a conversation. Start building on that. Small things, little things. You understand? If it's a text, if it's a WhatsApp message, like that. Build, start, win the friendship back. Get the friendship back before you start looking for the relationship, because there was a breach of trust. And trust is one of the hardest